thing. Because hello, guys.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
That is forever going to throw me off. That is forever going to be like, if you need to fuck me up, that's what you do.
My name is Jeff.
Less than 5 minutes ago, when
That's not even me, is it?
I still wasn't ready for the second one.
I don't know.
It's not. That's Channing Tatum from 21 Jump Street.
Oh, it
22 Jump
is?
Street. Yeah.
That's funny. I actually
Straight out of
did
the
think
movie.
it was Jeff.
I knew it wasn't me. But it's still
But
good.
it could be.
It could be. I could
be.
do that. I could do
Yeah.
that.
You could sound
Um,
exactly like that.
I could if I really wanted to. But, I don't want to try and steal Channing Tatum's thunder, Poor guy. Anyway, this is Soundbooth Theater Live, everybody. And
Sure
we're
is.
live.
We are.
Thank you so much for coming to hang out with us. Yeah. So we have a short but sweet episode today. We are joined by Mr. Joe DeProfio, as usual, and Miss Annie Ellicott, as usual, and other usual now, very usual, Mr. Zachary Johnson, who will soon be starting his segment. What was it? Zachtually.
Well, Zachtually, where I explain really obvious shit in a really pretentious manner.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect.
That sounds like so much fun. Oh man, we got to do this. We have to do this at least one episode.
Oh
just
yeah,
one.
obviously.
Before we get started on a prequel episode of the Anti-Hero Chronicles, we will go through a little bit of news. First bit of news is a little bit of disappointment.
World premiere.
Which
That seems the opposite of disappointing.
well, this is all my fault. First of all, everybody, Earth Force 2 Episode 5 will not be releasing tomorrow.
Oh.
It will be releasing the day after tomorrow. So okay, all right, not that big a deal. But I still feel bad about it. We try to keep that Thursday schedule, and we totally thought we were ahead. And then we just had some stupid technical difficulties that wouldn't have been a problem if I just gotten shit done ahead of time. So, what are you gonna do? Tomorrow we don't have a Soundbooth Theater direct release, but we do have something else coming out tomorrow, I believe. Oh, maybe it's the announcement. There's an announcement. Okay, that's what it is. In the newsletter, you can go check out The Wizard's Tower.
yes.
It's on pre-order right now.
it is.
This is like our second time having a pre-order ever.
Like ever. Yeah.
Wow.
Ever. The first time it was Blackstone, and then recently we discovered that we can actually do it ourselves if we plan shit way ahead and we communicate with ACX. That's all buried under all the terms of service and all the website stuff of ACX, but it turned out someone leaked the information to us. We can bother ACX about creating pre-orders. So,
That's amazing.
begrudgingly, they have done so. And we have pre-orders now for Wizard's Tower.
Yeah, you can
Now,
actually
this
check
one-
those out now.
Yeah, you can go check it out right now. Let me look it up myself, because it's kind of cool just to have a pre-order. Let's see.
That is cool.
Wizards.
Makes you feel so important.
A little bit, yeah.
No, kind of.
bit.
That's impressive. That's legit impressive.
Okay, so this is written by Gregory
Gregory.
Regularly?
Allanther. No, Gregory Allanther? Allanther. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I apologize, Mr. Gregory, for such egregious mispronunciations of your name. But this one is narrated by Mr. JTJ, who cannot join us today. He has too many cans of peas to deliver across the nation. But I did back him up, and Andy Parsnow also backed him up by playing all the female characters in it. It is a lit RPG, and it's our first release with our new buddies, Athon Publishing. So, Athon Audio and is what the publisher actually says in the on the Audible website. Eighth on Audio and Soundbooth Theater. So it's really cool to see both of our brands on there. It's a cool cover. Go check that shit out, guys.
Nicky says Zactually and regularly.
Regularly.
Yes. Zactually used to be a regular segment.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's just gonna keep getting worse.
Oh man, yeah, it's gonna turn into like a Too Many Cooks skit, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Where-
Oh god, that's a deeply unsettling sketch too.
Yeah. So pre-order is out now. Go pick it up. It comes out May 3rd, which is the same date that Feedback Loop box set for books 5 through 8 comes out. So that'll be a very SBT day. Let's see. And the other piece of news, well, what else has just come out recently, guys? We have The Moldy Dead that just released on the platform. We have the cold reads from Mr. Zachary Johnson for Behind Blue Eyes by Anna I never know how to pronounce that last name. Mosicat.
Yes.
Mosicat, yes. They are doing some crazy shit with that production, by the way, so keep an eye out. Ooh. Go pick up those cold reads if you want to see what it's all about in the first place. You can hear how much do you think you got through?
In a cold read? Oh god, it was 7 hours.
7 hours. 7 hours of cold read there. So that's a lot. I mean, for Zach, that's like 6 hours and 15 minutes of that is going to be accurate. So, I mean, pretty much we're just giving away the audiobook. So just go get it. Fine, whatever. We're just gonna. There's the whole fucking audiobook.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, only losing like 45 minutes to like cursing at Ableton is pretty good.
Yeah, only 45 minutes. Yes, and I believe next Tuesday we're gonna have the cold read for Zero Recall by Ms. Sarah King hitting the platform. Guys, Zero Recall is so good. Like,
oh, yeah.
I really thought Forging Zero was good. And Sarah was like, yeah, it's pretty good, but Zero Recall. And I was like, I mean, but how? Like, no, it's seriously ridiculously good. Zero Recall is amazing. You can go check out the cold reads on YouTube already. Check out what I've been doing on that. But I am incredibly excited to continue with that. For anybody who's following on Discord, I would have narrated some more today, but I'm backed up with too many other things I got to finish up today. So tomorrow I will start back up with Zero Recall, and. Yeah, and also more Sarah King news. Apparently, she's buying Outer Bounds back from Audible.
Yes. She was so excited about that too.
Yes, for like very little money. So we're gonna get it. We're gonna take it probably next year, considering how many books are in the Zero. I keep forgetting the name.
The Legend of Zero.
The Legend of Zero series. We have like, I don't know, 4 more books of that. 4 more books of that to go, plus like 1 million short stories. So once those are all out of the way, then we'll jump on Outer Bounds. If you haven't listened to or read any Sarah King yet, that's Sara, and it ends right there. There's no extra crazy letters that some Sarahs put on the ends of their names.
Those silent, weird letters that don't use.
Yeah.
Like X?
Yeah, like X.
Yeah, not like those
No,
weirdos
usually
that put an
it's
H
X.
on the end of their name. Who are those people?
Yeah,
I don't know, Zach. Zactually.
So,
Actually, that's a perfectly valid letter.
So yeah, I think that's our news for today.
I
And-
think, actually, Biomedical Self-Engineering 2 came out.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot
Today.
about that. Today.
Nice.
It happened.
Okay. I apologize, Justin Thomas James. I missed one of your releases. Go
That's
pick up.
why you need to be here, Justin.
Yeah. I mean,
You can't be counting on us to announce your
fucking-
releases on the show.
I mean, in my opinion, this is just me. Let the kids go without peas for a little bit. You have a show to do.
Yeah, Justin.
You do have a show.
Yeah.
Frozen
okay.
peas. I mean, like, I understand, kids love their frozen peas.
Mm-hmm.
But
I was always
What else are we
thrilled
going
when I
to
got
pelt at the
those when I was
mailman? I
trick-or-treating.
mean, come on.
So Biomedical Self-Engineering Book 2 just came out today. Book 1 is already out there, of course.
Yes.
So get both of them. They're they're quite short actually, and they're chill. They're chill lit RPGs. Like you're hanging with the old folks, and they're telling stories about their joints and how they leveled up to get like their joints working properly again.
Their joints. Oh, their joints.
Oh yeah.
They're
These
joints.
kind. They're these kind. Yeah. Not they're not talking about their Woodstock days.
That could
I
be the
hit
key to
level
getting joints
15
working
and my
properly.
arthritis debuff went away.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, go check those out, guys. They're like slice of life, like the epitome of it, right? So, and they're easy. They're easy reads. All right. So anyway, I think we're ready to get started on some anti-hero prologues, prequels, a prequel to Anti-Hero Chronicles.
Flashback.
Would even be summarized as a prologue.
Yes, and we do not have Ahmed today, so I don't think we have sound effects. Is that right?
That's correct. This is an
No sound
acoustic
effects?
episode.
Yeah, this is a cappella voice acting.
Acapella voice acting.
It's a
Acapella
very
voice acting. It's very naked. It's very vulnerable.
yeah.
We will act using only our voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's scary.
It's kind of like an innovative thing that we decided to do today.
Easy
Exactly.
peasy even. Wow, Snaky.
It's this thing we are inventing.
God damn it. I have a weakness for puns, man.
All right, here goes, Mr. Narrator.
All right. 12 years ago in King's Golf, a pair of villains, one who was thought to be a hero, executed one of their schemes, and unwittingly created the hero that would bring about their doom.
Get off me, you net!
Thorn Titan, the giant made of bramble bushes, bellowed as it swung its large limb at a slightly larger than man-sized cannonball that soared around it.
Sorry, there was like a skip there, and it's just like I just thought that it was my turn, so I just made a noise.
Oh, no worries.
I knew that I had a noise coming up. Can we try that again?
We just need sound. You can't do it without the sound, can you, Jeff? You just can't do it.
Okay, my bad.
man.
My
Okay.
bad. Stupid internet.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
There we go. There it is.
All right. Are we starting from not yet, I won't let you escape?
Let's start from. Oh yes, not yet. I even missed. Okay,
Should we start from the beginning?
let's just start from the beginning. How's
You
that?
got it.
Yeah.
Let's
that'll
do
be
this.
better for the vibe. That was a false start.
Kidding.
We're doing cold reads for AHC now. 12 years ago, in King's Golf, a pair of villains, one who was thought to be a hero, executed one of their schemes, and unwittingly created the hero that would bring about their doom.
Get off of me, you net!
Thorn Titan, the giant made of bramble bushes, bellowed as it swung its large limb at a slightly larger than man-sized cannonball that soared around it.
Not yet. I won't let you escape.
The metal sphere slammed against the walking sycamore time and time again, causing it to roar out in anguish as shards of bark and gallons of sap sprayed from the impact wounds. It swatted its lumbering limbs again, this time making solid contact and swatting the missile aside.
Ugh!
The giant tree let out a low, booming laugh.
Until next time, free fall.
Freefall, the momentum hero. Real name, Tyler Snow. In the year 2051, Freefall is ranked 45th in the National Protectorate. Tyler Snow was an Air Force fighter pilot with an unusual tolerance for G-forces. His immunity to the ill effects of Mach-speed travel led to his eventual volunteered status in the government-mandated testing for genetic supermarkers. The results landed him firmly on the front lines of the 2050 conflict in the first version of his crash suit. A marvel of engineering and calculus, the suit contained more gyros, hydraulics, and circuitry than the most advanced bombers the Western Union of States had at their disposal, and almost as much steel. Designed to be non-lethal, at first, the needs of the military and the gravity of the conflict sharply changed the construction of the crash suit. The Mark II crash suit better amplified and harnessed Snow's innate power, the control and manipulation of his own momentum. The National Protectorate was the best of the Western Union of States, the second highest tier of the recently formed GSO, the Global Superhero Organization.
Get back here, Thorn Titan! We're not done yet!
Thorn Titan kicked a mostly collapsed building over on top of the hero, burying him in debris to secure his escape.
Over here! Get that camera rolling now! This is just what I need.
Snow's eyes lit up as he waved some rescue workers over. They pulled out cameras, recording as ordered to capture Tyler Snow jogging over to a shifting pile of rubble. He threw bricks, rebar, and giant chunks of concrete aside as a man possessed.
Is Jeff gone?
I don't know. Oh, there he is.
There's a gremlin in Jeff's booth tonight.
Oh, oh, it's funny because of my next line. I'll pop back out.
Yes.
Okay.
It's okay! I'm here! I'll save you!
Yeah, that's believable.
The detritus gave way to a woman's bloodied back. Snow put his fingers to the side of her neck, shook his head at the camera, and moved her gently aside to reveal a young boy.
Oh, shit! There's a kid in there!
No! Mama!
I'm sorry, young man, she's gone. It's all right, you're safe. Free fall is here.
The boy paused. He was slight, his eyes were gray, and his hair was dark, covered in ash and soot, but dark. Tears streaked the grime on his face, and dust shook off of him as he lurched forward, swinging his little fists at Snow's face, the first punch landing solid on the hero's jaw. You killed her! You killed her!
No, I saved you.
I hate you!
Cut the camera, now!
Roll body cam 3.
The rescue workers complied, lowering their recording devices.
What is your problem, kid?
I heard you. Thorn Titan warned you about our building and you attacked anyway. You didn't even try! Tyler Snow, the hero freefall, struck the child across the face and stormed off.
Ugh. Get this kid to a shelter with the rest. Scrap the footage.
You got it, boss.
It's already gone.
Send all of that to the supplier. She's gonna eat this up. No more shifting through this shit for us.
I'll make you pay. 12 years later.
Grimacin! You got a visitor!
The building administrator, Maud, called out from her desk. Sorley walked backward around the corner he'd attempted to sneak around. Maud glowered at him over the thick frames of her reading glasses. Room 3, like the rest?
Room 5. 3 is taken.
Sorley's heart skipped a beat. Wait, what? Why? Who's in room 3? Do I have to go now? I was gonna head to the shop down the block and...
Now, Grimacin. It's important. About your release.
Her tone was low and grave. Almost emotional. Oh. Okay. I'll be right back, I guess.
Good luck, Grimacin.
Sorley shuffled over to the conference rooms where he'd met his therapist, June, typically in room 3, every other week for as long as he could remember. He peeked in the window, seeing the back of a blond man with an impeccably tailored suit sitting across from his therapist. June looked upset.
I understand your concerns, Miss Summers, but the law clearly states...
I don't care what the law states. Do you have any idea what that boy has been through? How hard it was for him to even think about letting go. I cannot, in good conscience. Mr. Grimacin.
The voice slipped out from room 5 like smoke caught in a breeze. Sorley jogged and turned into the room. The door slammed behind him. Shit! Who are you? What is this? He jumped, pressing his back against the door, fumbling for the handle, and looked back to the figure in the room. A pillar of ash, shaped vaguely like a woman.
Shh.
The cloud of ash moved, just like a person would. Sorley's jaw slammed shut. His heart was pounding, and his chest heaved with rapid breaths.
Easy, Sorley Grimmerson.
The ashes whispered with their slow approach. The smell of sandalwood and briar roses reached his nose. His breathing and heart rate slowed. Sorley was calm.
See? Much better. Now...
The chair in front of him, a flimsy and plastic thing, slid out in front of him.
Sit.
Sorley complied. What is this all about?
You, Sorley Grimmerson, have been making an awful racket on the forums lately.
His cheeks flushed. Well, I mean, that footage got leaked and someone had to say something about it.
It's okay. You don't need to be embarrassed or shy. I like the noise you've been making. It resonates with my own views. And if I'm right, I think you want the same things I want.
Okay. So, what do you want from me?
I want the so-called heroes of the GSO to be held accountable for the messes that they leave behind. Like you. Not so much the mess part, though.
Something about the way the words tumbled out of the ashen woman and the movements of her head made Sorley feel as though he had just been looked up and down.
More being left alone. Having everything you knew, every path your life could have taken, stripped away. What would you say if I could help you get revenge against Freefall?
Flames roared in Sorley's chest and ears, like he was back in the fallen building all over again. Yes, I mean, I want that, but...
But what, Sorley?
But June, she said that holding on to all of that hurt, all of the anger, it would just end up hurting and hurting the people around me. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't think...
June is your therapist. She sounds sweet. But she got her shot at a full life, didn't she? She made her choices on her own. She got to pick her career, her education. And you're a smart boy, Sorley. You know what the statistics read for boys your age that come out of these homes for the lost. Conscripted into military service, and at the end of that, a business degree from one of the GSO-sponsored colleges. We both know that's a best-case scenario, right? Even if
I did want to get back at Freefall and Thorn Titan for what they did, I've got nothing. No powers, no unending wealth and genius intellect to make gadgets and stuff to put me on the same level as them. Nothing.
Oh, Sorley, you do have powers.
What? Like what? Changing size or flight or gravity
They're
control?
just dormant.
Oh. How do I...
Wake them up? Well, I've already done that for you.
The statue of ash leaned back in its chair and crossed its arms, the hint of a smirk crossing its swirling face. What? How?
Remember when you first walked in? That calming smell?
Uh-huh.
That was magic. A spell, actually. By breathing that in, the process has already started. Your powers should start manifesting in a couple of days. Once they have, I want you to come see me.
Come see you? How am I supposed to do that? Hey, you guys know the lady made out of ashes and sass? Yeah, where do I find her? A quick way to a padded cell.
I knew I'd like you sorely. You are being released today. You will have an apartment and stipend given to you by the shelter, and you will receive a letter tomorrow with further instructions and a meeting place.
Sorley's head was spinning. So I have to leave today?
Well, you don't have to, but if you want to learn how to control your powers, infiltrate the GSO, and gain the tools and allies you're going to need to make Freefall pay, it would be in your best interest to do so.
You make solid points. What do I call you? What's your name?
For now, little Raven, you can call me the Supplier.
All done. Thank
All
you,
done.
everybody,
Oh, yeah.
for performing much better than I did today.
Sweet sounds
I
of
like-
victory.
Yeah, who is that guy who's just super enthusiastic?
I don't know, but
I think
he's
it's the
just the
same
man.
guy who's always randomly saying, "My name's Jeff."
Could be,
Probably the same guy.
could be the
Yeah.
same
It's
guy.
Channing Tatum.
So, Joe, did
Yes.
you write this? Did you write this specifically because you knew we were going to have a light day, or did you have this in your back pocket because you knew we were going to have a light day, or did it just happen to be the thing that was next?
So I had what I had for next was the first episode of the Isto and Go Loud spinoff. Was what I had prepared for today. But upon learning that we were not going to have Gary, I had to pivot.
Gary and Ahmed.
And Ahmed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like the Isto and Go Loud fanfare could have done itself justice just fine.
True.
But what I did have this in my back pocket because what I was trying to accomplish with this specifically is that should I decide to move in the direction of publication of Anti-Hero Chronicles as like a novel, I wanted to have something a little bit more than like the pilot episode to kind of set the scene and set the tone for the overall series and like why Sorley's doing what he's doing.
Right.
Because it's not like Freefall is so far it for those that have been watching and listening to the rest of it. Freefall is someone that Sorley has confronted, but he hasn't confronted Thorn Titan yet. So that's something that, is pending technically, but showing that he wants to get his due from both, the heroes of society and the villains, and that like he did all this work to get there when he was so close to like moving on from it was something that I wanted to show too. So this was basically set up to be a prologue to the rest of the story, but I figured that having it now when we had a little bit of a lighter day as far as like cast and crew and sound and stuff would be a good thing.
Yeah, well, it's cool. It fleshes things out really well. Here's the thing that I've noticed about backstories, though, is that I never give a fuck until like I've seen the character in all sorts of things already. Like if you start a story with the origin of your main character, I'm probably going to throw your book away after like a page. Like, oh yeah, so that's interesting. You're just a normal guy, and like, yeah, I don't care. Why are we reading about this? But when you weave it in, when you weave in that backstory bit by bit, then it becomes relevant. It's like, that's how this dude who did all these things that were so awesome got to be that way. Sweet. Now I actually give a fuck, right?
Yeah, that's part of how I like to write anyway. I like to write almost like from the middle and then weave the beginning in.
Yeah. I think that's a good way to go, and I'd like to know more about backstories like Go Loud. Again, like even though to me Go Loud was like immediately likable and fun, still like I think we just now got enough to where I'm like, I wonder where he came from though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And him and Isto, I feel like that's just gonna be I just can't. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be so much fun. I'm real excited for that. I think that you and Gary are gonna have a friggin' blast, and I think that Annie, you as Shadow in that too, you're just gonna have a whole lot of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I
so
really
can't
enjoyed.
wait.
I really enjoyed this little, piece
So-
into the past.
assuming that Gary will be
Making
back,
everything richer.
assuming he'll be back not next Wednesday, but the next. What is the date of the next SBTL? Today's the 20th, so
Certainly
The
not the 34th of April, the 4th of May. Yeah, May the 4th.
of May. May
Oh,
the
hey.
4th. All right.
Aw.
Well, maybe Go Loud will be in Luke Skywalker cosplay.
I'll be
Maybe-
out of town.
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I'll be singing in Houston with Jeff
Oh.
Goldenblum.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh.
That's right. Well, maybe we should live stream a little bit of that too. Like,
Ooh.
if- I wonder if they'll be live streaming it.
Mm.
Oh.
Well, no, it'll be too early, won't it? Because we'll
What
start the show at
time?
7. There's no way your show starts any earlier than like 9, right?
It might start at 8, but I wonder if there's like a backstage thing I could do. Like if I brought my laptop and
Don't fuss with that. Don't fuss with that. You have important things to do.
cool though.
It would be cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It would be cool, but you have a show to worry about.
Cool.
So what
Just
is
when
next?
you sing, remember to go loud for us.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So that's going to be
I'll
happening.
throw in a my name is Jeff.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But and it'll mean like something extra to the people there
Yeah.
as well, because they'll be
Yeah,
thinking
right.
you're talking about that, Jeff.
Right. There are like too many Jeffs in my life.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
Okay, so what's so hopefully, all right. So Go Loud and Easto show starting the next.
will be
SBTL.
coming. There's still the actual finale to the season
Oh,
that is also coming.
Do we want to see what's next? We need Annie for like almost both of those. I
Almost.
suppose I could be Shadow for a bit.
I think you have been Shadow before.
Yeah, I think I have. So
Actually.
so maybe that
Actually.
Actually.
We'll
I
we'll
thought it
figure
was
it
a
out.
one-time joke, but actually, it's never going away.
That was good.
So maybe that one maybe that one's the best one to do, because Annie is like way too many important characters in the finale, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
probably.
needs to be Panzer.
Panzer, Shadow. I mean, Leap is around, but I think that you usually grab Leap just because
Right.
trying to go from Aussie to Cockney and back and forth like that is not a whole lot of fun, I'd imagine.
Yeah, yeah. I want to claw my face off.
It's actually
whenever I
very
have to do that.
confusing.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. But we have two big ones that
do.
we really like. Just don't miss it. Just don't miss the next one. Yeah, I'm really excited about either one. So what do we have next? We have some classic SBTL poll to do,
Mhm.
to smoke, and then the last segment will be a Gary's Games minus Gary equals games. And what did we decide on, Rich? What was that?
Believe it was Gartic Phone.
Gartic Phone. That's right, Gartic Phone. So let's get started on some damn classic poll reading. Okay, so the thing that won this week's classic poll is Battlemaster: The Blood Crown, Book 1 by Damian Boyle, and it is published by our boys
Ooh.
Athon. And actually, the narration was done by another one of our boys, Mr. Steve Caldwell, right? Caldwell. Campbell, fuck. I'm sorry. I knew it. I was like fucking attached to it. Steve Campbell. No, I promise. We're actually friends. We talk each other's ears off all the time. I just C words. Anyway, Battlemaster, The Blood Crown. And let's see, this already does have an audiobook. Go pick it up. Steve Campbell's a great narrator, and we have got to get him on an SBT production sometime soon. But the author has left me some notes. All right, character personalities. Wallace is an engineer by trade, moody and sometimes very anxious. Strong physique, a reliable fighter. Maybe that can be Carl. We'll play Wallace as Carl. All right. Hector is a half ogre. Paul's main character. Paul is the main character. Okay. Paul's first party member, good-natured, a gardener, loyal, the most valuable party member. Okay. All right. Victoria is an assassin. The shipwreck disrupted her important mission as envoy of a countess. She is mentally very tough and stoic. Gotcha. And Paul was transported to this world from Earth, has positioned himself as the leader of the party.
Jeff, is this like a multicast thing, or is it just you?
No, this is all solo. If you need to go do something.
Okay. Oh, I just was making sure.
Okay. Has the rare Battlemaster class that allows him to cast talents on party members. A lot of responsibility on his shoulders. Okay. Paul, Victoria, Hector, and Carl as Wallace. All right, scene context. Our party has been shipwrecked in the wild. They all met for the first time when they washed up on the beach. Their camp is on a hill by the beach and near the jungle. Orcs and the beasts they have branded and brought under their command attack the party's camp every night. Everyone in the party is E rank. All right. So, Paul, this is first person from Paul's perspective. Wallace shook me awake. "They're coming," he said. I scrambled to my feet and equipped my spear. Wallace already had his in hand. He was able to stand tall, but his face was pale. I cast Minor Heal on him right away. "Are you able to fight?" I asked. "I don't think I have a choice." Okay, he said with a grin. I might not be as fast as I was yesterday, but I'll take down at least one orc with me. "Retreat to the steps if you have to," I told him. "It will be hard for anything to get you if you're up on the second one." Wallace nodded and looked to Victoria. She was standing on one of the steps, looking down the hill and at the jungle. The night was clear, and we were able to see by the dim, silvery moonlight. 3 orcs, she reported. "There are creatures around them. I can't tell how many. And I think something is moving under the grass." "That must be the python," I said. "They're coming up the hill now," said Victoria. "I don't think they spotted me. You guys should get up here." Wallace and I ran to take our posts on top of the steps we had built. I got there in time to see the first enemy come up against the palisade. It was a lizard, like the many we had killed. I dropped to a crouch and kept my spear low. The lizard moved slowly, and I could barely make out its forked tongue flicking in and out. Suddenly it hissed and took off across the grass, following the palisade wall. It must have tasted us in the air. I flattened my hand and made a sharp gesture in the direction of the camp's gate. Victoria immediately moved in that direction, keeping close to the palisade. Hector kept his position by the spiked barricade, but he turned to face the gate. 3 more lizards crested the hill, and they took off right away to join the first one. 3 orcs came next, and with them the python. Seeing them made me panic, and I almost dropped my spear. The python was even bigger than I remembered. Its thick body was covered in green and black scales, and it slid across the ground at the height of the orc's knees. 2 tons of muscle and scales, and with a jaw massive enough to match. The python and orcs passed by. I quietly rose from my crouch, brought my spear over the wall, and raised it to stab the nearest orc in the neck. At that moment, a lizard crashed through the branches covering the pit trap and fell onto the spikes, where it screeched a warning to the others. The orcs took off at a sprint. I considered throwing my spear at their backs, but estimated the chance of seriously injuring them too low. It wasn't worth losing the spear. But while I had missed my opportunity, Wallace was still ready and waiting. I jumped down from my step and saw Wallace plunge his spear over the palisade. He drew it back quickly after the strike, adjusted his grip, and drove it down for a second time with even more force. I didn't have time to watch what happened next. I ran to the gate and took up a post on the other side of the pit. 3 lizards hissed at me from the other side. I glanced down and saw that the lizard that had fallen in was dead. The force of its fall had been enough for the sharpened spikes to drive through its soft underside and pierce vital organs. The now familiar smells of death and blood filled the air, and my heart raced in anticipation of battle. I took deep, calming breaths and waited for the enemy to come. The lizards held their position, and I realized my spear reached across the length of the pit. I stabbed a lizard's snout, and I reared back from the pit. I stabbed quickly at the others, bloodying the point of my spear, which was surprisingly effective at finding the gaps between their scales. Ooh. The palisade shook. Wallace stumbled and almost fell off his step.
The python is attacking the wall,
he shouted. The large posts, driven 5 feet into the dirt, rattled from another blow. Wallace jumped down and joined the rest of us. This is what happened to the last group that made camp here. The python had been able to smash down the original palisade, and it was doing it all over again.
I got one of them. said Wallace. I think he's dead, but I'm not sure. There are 2 orcs left and the python.
He clarified. Wow, this is the first time Hector's saying anything. What was Hector again? Half-ogre.
3 lizards at the gate,
said Hector. They're going to rush in when the wall comes down, I said. Victoria, we're going to use mist to cover the gap again. Hector, set the barricade in position. Hector pulled the spiked barricade in front of the section of the wall being struck by the python's tail. Wallace and I waited on the other side of it with our spears at the ready. Victoria crouched nearby in the shadows, and Hector stood directly behind the barricade, club resting on his shoulder. The next strike cracked the palisade. Pieces of the wooden posts flew through the air, and the posts that didn't break tilted far inward and snapped loose from the ropes tying them together. We could now see the python on the other side. Its thick tail whipped against the wall and smashed apart the remaining posts, scattering rope and wood across the camp. The 4 of us had been through enough battles by that point that we were able to hold our positions. I cast mist preemptively on Victoria, and she held the talent until the lizards raced for the break in the palisade. Mist landed right on top of them and obscured the gap in the wall. Like last time, the lizards tried to spread out, run to the back of the camp, and set up a flank. But they didn't get far. One of them ran straight into the spiked barricade and impaled himself through the chest. Hector roared and smashed it with his driftwood club, showering the barrier with bits of bone, blood, and gore. That was 1 lizard down right away. The other 2 ran around the barrier, but Wallace and I were waiting and stabbed them with our fire-hardened spears. The lizards hissed and tried to barrel past, but we continued to stab them and did enough damage that they eventually stopped trying and waited, outside the range of our spears, for the rest of their attack force. The python raised its head above the mist and slithered straight at Hector, angry beyond reason and intending to use its massive strength to overwhelm us. In doing so, it dragged its massive body over the middle of the spiked barricade. All the time, Victoria had been sharpening each stub paid off in full. The weight of the python's bulk put so much pressure down on the tree trunk that a number of the spikes pierced its scales and dug deep into its flesh. Others snapped as they scraped off the python's natural armor, but many more ripped through its innards as it continued to slither over the barricade, which rolled with the python's progress and was dragged along with it, slowing the beast considerably. I stopped staring in awe at the destruction and refocused on holding my position. In this situation, I had no choice but to fully trust Hector. I heard his club crack against the python, but I didn't have time to watch the battle of giants. The lizard I faced tried to dart past me again, and I stabbed it in the soft flesh between its shoulder and leg. It snapped its jaw and tried again, no doubt driven to attack by the orcs, only now passing through the mist to stand behind the python. Wary of being hit by the orc's debuff, I quickly averted my gaze and stabbed the lizard once more. I hadn't noticed Victoria since the attack began, and I suspected she had looped into the mist behind the orcs to repeat her flanking strategy that had been so successful last time. I thrust my spear forward to prick the lizard and keep it back. By chance, the spear tip dug into the lizard's snout, and it finally turned tail, running back out the broken section of palisade just as Mist's duration ended. Wallace had taken a more aggressive tactic. Across the battlefield, the last lizard lay dead on its back with his spear sticking straight through its stomach. But that meant the weapon was likely gone for the rest of the battle. He equipped his spiked club and took up a new fighting stance, but the orcs ignored him and charged my position. Almost immediately, one was swept off its feet by the python's shifting tail and landed heavily on its back. I cast Frenzy and Stamina Boost on Hector, and then War Cry as I turned and ran for the steps set against the palisade wall. The orcs were caught in War Cry's AoE and had... The orcs were caught in War Cry's AoE and had their movement speed slowed enough for me to reach the top step and bring my spear to the ready. They climbed up after me, glaring hatefully. Their dark, filthy hair hung in tangles down to their waist, and their green skin had primitive symbols painted on it with an orange clay. I stabbed one in the forearm as it hopped on the first step, but it wasn't enough to stop him. He parried my next attack with his cudgel and made space for the other orc to join him. I was able to sneak a look at the overall battlefield from my vantage point. The python was nearly dead. Its head had been bashed in on one side, and the earth beneath it was drenched in blood. Not only had the spiked barricade succeeded in preventing it from entering deep into the camp, but the weight of it, combined with the pain that must have been caused when the python tried to move with the spike still embedded in it, had the beast basically immobilized and unable to use its tail to strike at Hector. It was limited to lunging and snapping its jaw, which had become a predictable attack. Hector evaded by dipping in and out of range, while swinging for the snake's scaled head and body whenever he could. Wallace stood nearby, waiting for a clear opportunity to jump into the fight, but his face was paler than it was before the battle began. Taking down the lizard had drained him of the little bit of energy he had recovered during the day. Victoria stepped into vision behind the orcs on the step below me. She slashed one of their heels with her hatchet and then dodged out of range. The injured orc yelled and hobbled forward so that he could put a hand on the palisade to balance himself. The other orc rushed forward in a last-ditch attempt to take me out, but I was ready and stabbed him through the base of his neck. He gasped and coughed up blood that splattered across my foot, then tilted to the side and fell to the ground. The wounded orc howled in frustration. It was trapped between me on the higher step and Victoria, who waited on the ground below. Suddenly, it looked like we were decisively winning the battle. The last orc was crippled, and the python was almost dead. "I've got this!" I told Victoria. "Go help the others!" She nodded and crept around to the back of the python. All right. And that is it for that read. There's just a couple more pages, but it's a little bit too long for us. But yeah. So that's actually sounds pretty exciting. It's kind of fun, and the action.
It does.
The action seems to be well written. So yeah, go check that out, guys. Battlemaster: The Blood Crown, Book 1 by Damian Boyle. That's Damian Boyle, Boyle. It is on Amazon and Audible right now, narrated by Steve Campbell. All right, so you guys ready for some Gary's Games minus Gary equals games?
Yes.
Equals Gartic Phone.
Is there ever a
Equals
Gary's
Gartic
Games
Phone.
minus games equals Gary, and it's just Gary, just there?
We should come up with that.
It's
We
no
should.
games. It's just Gary.
It's just Gary.
It's
I mean,
Gary.
that's-
It's Gary, and he's not playing games.
Yeah.
That
I
is what
love
happens
this.
when you pop into
We've
Gary's
got to
booth,
make
though.
a game that's that, though. You know,
Yes.
That's just
Starts
serious
out
Gary
that
all the
way.
time.
It's just Gary.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get some more tea.
That would be
Alright.
incredible.
All
But
right,
yeah,
so
I think we're gonna do
I'm going over
some
this.
Gartic Phone.
Gartic Phone it is.
Yes.
I spent that whole read trying to come up with funny phrases, so hopefully.
I have faith that you'll come up with a couple of things.
Oh, Banani.
I mean, I could always just write Zactually and see what people draw for that.
We're just gonna draw a portrait of you going.
I mean, oh my god.
Oh, that'll be asking for trouble for Zach.
It will. It will. All right. So yeah. Okay. So for anyone who totally hasn't forgotten, I haven't forgotten. I know exactly what this game is. I mean,
Yeah.
I used to play it all the time.
Back on the old Gartic phones.
Yeah. Exactly.
Actually,
Just tell everyone
testing
else
you.
who doesn't know how this game goes. Just tell everybody else what we're doing.
Yeah, so for everyone else, specifically not Jeff, because Jeff definitely
I
knows
know
exactly how to play
this game.
What we're gonna do is the lot of us. I think Rich is technically going to be a part of this too. Is we're all on this website for Gartic Phone, and the link is totally in this super secret chat that Rich has posted a couple of times that everybody should be clicking on and stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, I knew about the.
Yeah, you knew about the link.
I knew about the link.
You knew you were on the ins on that one.
Yeah.
And then you have to you set like a nickname, right? Like Braun Johnson. That's a nickname. And then everybody's gonna write like a funny sentence, and then Banani. There's another one too.
Right.
Everybody's gonna write a funny sentence, and then those are gonna get distributed amongst the different people that are playing. And people are going to draw what they interpret that sentence to be. So the art skills are going to be put to the test. And then they're going to,
No,
you knew.
Like,
the whole
but
time.
I'm like remembering how much I like this game. This is a fun game. So one of us should be screen sharing, right?
Yes, I'm going to start screen sharing right now.
Okay, great.
Share screen. I'm going to move this off of there and then make this full screen so that we're getting just that.
Great.
Share. There we go. See, this is Gartic Phone. This is what Gartic Phone looks like.
Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
Let's do it.
Don't go cheating looking at my screen. It'd be rude.
Okay. Write a sentence. Okay. All right.
What? So we're gonna do that, and then that. These are totally like not right. It's fine. Oh boy! Actually, hold on. Let's fill in a little bit more of these. Let's get a little more detailed. It's fine. And really bad.
All right.
Oh my god.
Is there an undo button? Yeah.
Oh, the most reassuring things to hear.
The fuck?
Oh, does that mean we're running out of time?
Yeah, that's like the like countdown sounds.
I see.
Who else feels super confident about what they made?
Oh no!
Oh dear.
I ran out of time. Okay.
Oh, me too.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, okay. To describe
What?
this, okay.
What the hell?
Oh wait, I'm supposed to describe. I thought I was supposed to come up with a sentence. Oh, well,
Ah.
too late. Too late. Wow. Okay. Now I need to draw. Okay.
Oh wait, what's this? Oh shit. Oh, okay, okay.
Mm.
Oh, I need to draw it bigger. Oh, there is an undo button. Yay.
Oh, how about that? Oh, yeah, it's right there, isn't it? Oh, there's even shape buttons? Man, I didn't know anything.
Oh what?
Damn it.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Wow. I have
So
not
much
been paying any
freehanding that didn't
attention.
need to be freehanded.
Yeah, but that's so much funnier.
Yeah. Agreed.
Oh man, that makes things so much easier. Such a game changer.
Jesus. Yeah, I'm not even like bothering with it. All right. For your sake, you know, for everybody's sake.
Oh, dude, I'm doing too good of a job with detailing. I'm gonna run out of time.
I am doing a terrible job with this round. It's like
That's-
so bad.
That's a fantastic flex. The time limits could not accommodate my artistry.
Yeah.
But is it the ultimate flex?
It might be. It kind of reminds me of that whole Robin Williams couldn't win disqualified Aladdin for best screenplay thing because he improv too much.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh fuck.
just the random like,
Oh,
fuck.
Oh fuck. And it just erases every layer. It doesn't just erase. It just erases everything.
Oh yes, I got the thumbs up in. All right. All right.
Okay.
Wow, the description time limit is like fast.
Short.
Yes.
All right, that's it.
That's it. Now we
I believe
we
so.
get the
All
the
right.
host gets to start the album visualizations.
Oh man, I'm fucking excited about this.
Let's see what happened.
My name's Jeff. All right. Oh, nice.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's detailed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, happy to show off his camel guns.
GIF?
Yeah, no one.
Oh dear.
Yes!
It's got the squares. It's got the blue
Breaking out of
squares.
Alcatraz. That is perfect. Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Impressive dick tricks.
Okay, so I want to see that juxtaposed with the picture now.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
I
Full
think it's getting
circle.
there.
All right, next. Oh wow, what? That's an impressive one. Thank you, Annie. That was great.
I mean, I got Lizard Wizard in there.
Some red Two Faces.
Yes. I mean, all not wrong.
Also, man,
Because of
that needs to be a comic book, like right now.
Picasso
The
Man
AH
Frog
is over. That
Yes.
needs to be written.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, that was perfect.
All right, one more.
Here we go.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man, my description. Oh boy.
Oh no, you're fired. Oh god.
Holy shit. Oh man.
Paralysis Santa. Oh my gosh.
Oh, God.
Sleep paralysis Santa. Yeah.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Shit. Yeah.
Shall we play another round?
Picasso Man and the Frog Wizard might be my favorite thing I've heard this week.
Yeah.
Write that
Also,
down.
Man and the Frog.
All right. One more.
One more time.
All right, let's do this.
Again.
Okay.
Sleep Paralysis Santa also needs to be a comic book, says Sneaky.
Whoever's getting my sentence, I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I need to remember the things that exist.
Shit.
And then we can just do one of
Nope,
these.
crap.
That's the wrong color.
Wow, apparently those color inside the line lessons were actually necessary.
uh Such focus and determination.
I'm spending way too much time on it.
Fuck.
No!
Oh my god.
Impossible.
It's really impossible.
I have nothing here that represents the sentence. I've been drawing the background this entire time. Oh, okay.
What? This is interesting. Oh no. That was really funny to hear the chime go off and then just hear someone start clicking faster. That was really
Yeah.
good. Oh no.
I think I did it. I actually hit the done button for that drawing.
Hey,
Oh, nice.
Progress.
Oh, it's like waiting for everybody. Okay.
All right.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go.
Here goes.
Oh, this is my drawing. That was supposed to be like Will Watt being like, ah! making the
Did
slow
you do
sounds.
reduction? You like made shapes and then you reduced.
I did.
Jeez.
That was good.
All right. Hands off my lasagna. Some Garfield play happening here? No.
A little bit. A little bit. I mean, that's accurate though. Like, stroking
He is throwing his hands in the air to celebrate.
He certainly was.
Okay, yes.
Oh boy.
That's Frankie Edgar? That's supposed to be Frankie Edgar, the UFC fighter?
SpongeBob prisoner pants.
Got good pecs.
That was so good.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Well done, Annie.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's about as good as anyone could possibly get.
Sticking out your tongue angers the floating head.
Get wrecked, balloon.
It looks like a balloon.
It
Oh
did.
my god.
She's only dead in some places. Oh boy.
Oh, hey,
Nice.
that's not bad.
Streaking.
Oh, what?
Whoa.
Why did her head come off?
So I have an explanation. I can explain myself. So the idea, right, is like when you go streaking, you just like throw your clothes off. Bride of
Right.
Frankenstein, real strong, goes to throw her clothes off, just throws her torso away.
Oh, gotcha.
Right.
Now it makes
okay.
total sense.
It does
Yeah.
make total sense.
All right.
Yeah, when you have to explain the art, you know,
Well, guys,
Dismembered swamp witch who lost her mask for the
for the masquerade.
Yeah, it's in the lower right corner right there.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. It's right there.
Totally.
I love this game. This is the best game.
Masquerade mask.
is fantastic.
Totally.
It's a lot of fun.
This game could only be made better with some Gary.
Oh,
Think.
true.
Yeah, but I think we did pretty good without him. We uh-oh.
Annie.
And are
Annie
you
was
okay?
Pissed. Annie was pissed. She had to
Oh.
leave.
Oh no.
Well, anyway, we'll just say goodbye without Annie then. I guess she's just gonna go.
Yes.
But yeah, that was an excellent episode, guys. Thank you so much for everybody who came to hang out. Do we get some outro music? What's going on here? There we go.
There we go.
And yeah, tune in next time. Not this coming next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. May the 4th be with you on that day. And yeah, we'll have some more anti-hero Chronicles. And Gary will return. We'll make him return.
Oh, he'll be here.
He'll be here. So, everyone have a good night. Thank you so much.